Mike.
Hey, Linda, stop. It's okay. Just tell me, what happened? What's wrong?
Mike. Anthropic just released Opus 5.
Wait, isn't that a good thing? It's just as good as Fable 5.
Are you an idiot? I burned through all my credits yesterday. And today, they released the same level AI agent for half the price? They couldn't have waited just one more day?
I can't believe this. How can they just kill Fable 5 so easily? Let me check it myself. We're starting with Opus 5. Let's keep this fair. First challenge, build a simple AI chatbot. I'll use the exact same prompt for both models. No tricks, no modifications. Paste the prompt, and here's what Opus 5 built. Looks pretty solid. Now let's give the exact same prompt to Fable 5. Interesting. At first glance, they look almost identical. So, is there actually any difference? Let's find out. I'll start asking both chatbots a few follow-up questions. Hold on. Fable 5 is asking me to train the chatbot before it can handle what I'm asking. Meanwhile, Opus 5 is already working right out of the box. That's unexpected. Maybe this isn't going to be as close as I thought. Round 2. Let's build a simple game. Same prompt, same rules, no edits. On the left, the green game was built by Fable 5, and on the right, the blue game was built by Opus 5. At first glance, both are playable, but once you actually start interacting with them, the differences become obvious. Opus 5 has noticeably more depth, better mechanics, and feels much more polished. If this trend continues in the next challenges, Fable 5 could be in serious trouble. Opus 5 versus Fable 5, Anthropic's official benchmarks. Let's start with coding, more specifically, Agentic terminal coding. This benchmark measures how well an AI can independently write, debug, and execute code in a real terminal environment. Here, Opus 5 scores 43.3%, while Fable 5 scores 33.7%. That's almost a 10 percentage point lead for Opus, making it noticeably stronger for autonomous coding tasks. And this is only the first benchmark. Next is GPQA, or knowledge work. This benchmark tests expert-level scientific knowledge and deep reasoning across subjects like physics, biology, and chemistry. Opus 5 scores 1861. Fable 5 scores 1747. Another solid win for Opus. Novel problem solving. Now let's talk about ARC-AGI3. This benchmark measures whether an AI can solve completely new problems it has never seen before, instead of relying on memorization. Opus scores 30.2%. Fable doesn't report a score here. This is one of Opus 5's biggest advantages. Agentic search. Next is browse comp. This benchmark measures how effectively an AI can search the web, gather information, and find the correct answer using multiple search steps. Opus scores 90.8%. Fable scores 87.4%. Both are excellent, but Opus still comes out ahead. Multidisciplinary reasoning. Now we have humanity's last exam. This benchmark evaluates an AI's ability to solve extremely difficult questions across dozens of different academic fields. Without tools, Fable scores 56.5%. Opus scores 56.3%, a tiny victory for Fable. But once external tools are enabled, Opus jumps to 64.7%. Fable reaches 63.9%. So in real-world workflows, Opus regains the lead. Computer use. Next is OS World. This benchmark measures how well an AI can actually operate a computer by clicking buttons, navigating applications, and completing real desktop tasks. Opus scores 70.6%. Fable scores 66.1%. Another clear win for Opus. Agentic coding. Now comes Deep SWE. This benchmark tests how well an AI can fix real software engineering issues across large code repositories. Here, Fable actually wins. It scores 69.7%. Opus scores 68.8%. A very close result, but a win is still a win. Agentic coding, frontier code. The second coding benchmark is frontier code. This measures an AI's ability to complete difficult coding challenges that require planning across multiple files and functions. Fable scores 53.5%. Opus scores 53.4%. That's only 0.1% apart. For practical purposes, they're virtually tied. Business workflows. Now let's look at Automation Bench. This benchmark measures how well an AI automates real business tasks like spreadsheets, emails, documents, and workflow automation. Opus scores 26%. Fable scores 17.4%. This is one of the biggest performance gaps on the chart. If you're building AI agents for businesses, Opus looks considerably stronger. Legal reasoning. Next is the legal agent benchmark. This benchmark tests how accurately an AI performs legal research, understands laws, and reasons through legal cases. Fable scores 13.3%. Opus scores 11.7%. A small but meaningful win for Fable. Healthcare. Now to Health Bench Professional. This benchmark measures how well an AI answers medical questions and assists with professional healthcare reasoning. Fable scores 66%. Opus scores 59.8%. This is one of Fable's strongest categories. Biology. Finally, Bio-Mystery Bench. This benchmark measures how well an AI solves complex biology research problems that often require scientific reasoning rather than memorization. On the hardest version, Opus scores 49.4%. Fable scores 46.5%. And on human-solved problems, Opus reaches 90.1%. Fable reaches 89%. A small but consistent advantage for Opus. Final verdict. So, who wins? Looking across Anthropic's official benchmarks, Opus 5 dominates the majority of core categories, including terminal coding, knowledge work, novel problem solving, agentic search, computer use, business automation, biology. Meanwhile, Fable 5 shines in specialized domains including healthcare, legal reasoning, deep software engineering, and narrowly edges Opus in a couple of reasoning and coding benchmarks. The takeaway is simple. If you want the most capable all-around AI model, Opus 5 is Anthropic's new flagship. But if your work is heavily focused on medical AI, legal analysis, or specialized software engineering, Fable 5 remains an exceptional choice.